Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. A bad night for Labour and the Conservatives, but an even better night for Reform. Well, we had the local elections yesterday here in the UK, and there was a seismic shift in the political ground. Reform took Runcorn away from Labour. It was by a small majority, but it was just enough to take it away from Labour, of course, who had a MP having to resign in disgrace after a punch-up in the street with a voter. But like I've said, not only have Reform taken Runcorn, they've also taken the Lancashire mayoral. Had a Reform candidate become mayor of Lincolnshire. That's another seismic shift. It looks like the two main parties are, well, let's put it this way, they must be shitting themselves over this seismic shift in the local election results yesterday, particularly Labour, who now are looking, some Labour MPs are looking nervously over their shoulders at the next general election, because some of them have only got small majorities. And if Reform can get it together at the next election, then you will see a lot of Labour MPs losing their seats, and that it could include some of the cabinet members as well, who could be losing their seats as well, the likes of Rayner and possibly Reeves and Cooper and all the rest of the idiots we've got in government at the moment. Starmer gave an interview and he says that he's listening. Well, we all know what a liar Starmer is. Let's just put it this way, Starmer is a sack of shit. That's what he is, a sack of shit. How he became Prime Minister, I do not know. He's a complete amateur at this job, and already there's been calls for him to resign. I think now that after last night's results in the local elections, it's becoming quite clear that Starmer is on borrowed time. It's becoming the end of his premiership, because I can't see any Labour MPs who have got small majorities, who are going to face losing their seats at the next general election, going to put up with this much longer. They're going to start and demand that Starmer either resigns or he has to change course on what he's doing. The reason why Labour did so badly last night is because of the voters, especially the old age pensioners who had their winter fuel allowance taken away from them, and the rise in income tax as well, and the national insurance that's gone up. They all decided to desert Labour last night and vote for Reform. Now, will it be enough for Reform to form another government, a next government? I doubt it. I doubt very much, because as we get closer to the next election, Starmer and his establishment friends will do everything they can to stop Reform and Nigel Farage from forming a government. They do everything they can. When these smaller parties are formed, they're usually just laughed at and looked at as a joke. But I'm afraid for Labour it's not. It's not a joke anymore. They fear reform and they know what's going to happen at the next election. The people of this country are fed up with Starmer. They hate him. They can't understand why he was voted as Prime Minister last year. I mean, they've been in government 10 months and they're already falling apart. Usually when we have a new government, they have an honeymoon period. But this lot have lost it completely, have lost the plot. In other words, they can't govern the country properly. I mean, you've only got to look at the migrants keep coming in. What's Starmer doing about that? Nothing. He's got an open door policy, a Starmer, and also the grooming gangs. He doesn't want a national inquiry about that because if there was, the Muslim voters wouldn't vote for Labour anymore. So Starmer is in trouble. And how he's going to get himself out of this, well, he's the only one who knows. I mean, nobody knows. The voters in this country don't know what he stands for, do they? I mean, he's more wooden than a Thunderbird puppet. I mean, he's useless. And then we have the Conservatives. Well, you can forget the Conservatives because they're not making any headway at all, are they? Especially Kemi Badenoch. There's already rumours going around that they want her to resign. She hasn't done much good, has she, ever become leader of the Conservatives? She's another one who's on borrowed time, and this could finish her, having doing so badly last night in the local elections, and the same for Starmer. It's going to push him. Let's hope it pushes him out of the door of Downing Street. But Kemi Badenoch, she's got no chance of being Prime Minister. I mean, we've had 14 years of Tory rule, and look what happened. Yes, I think already the so-called men in grey suits are starting to make mutterings about getting rid of her, because I don't think she's going to be leader of the Conservatives for much longer. I don't know whether she'll still be leader come the next election, but I know one thing: if the Conservatives do badly, then she'll be gone after that one. I mean, the Conservatives used to be winning election after election, hadn't they, when Maggie Thatcher was Prime Minister? She won 3 elections on the trot, from 79 to 87. But I'm afraid that Kemi Badenoch is not going to last much longer as leader of the Conservatives. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.